I'm gonna be perfectly honest with yous. Five Nights at Freddy's fell off, and it fell off hard. Fnaf has built quite the community around it over the years. People love the games, and most importantly, they love the lore. Then Steel Wool dropped this pile of crap. The canonical lore of Security Breach is actually appalling, and a disgusting addition to the established story so far. Five Nights at Freddy's has always had some pretty far-fetched plot points and details that we could all overlook because it's FNAF for God's sake. But the burn trap ending of Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach is insulting to both the people of the in-game universe and the fans of this franchise. Let me just preface and say that I like this franchise, I really do. These games were my fucking childhood, and I have watched all the game theory videos on it at least 15 times. That being said, there is absolutely no excusing how hard they butchered this story. Throughout its runtime, FNAF has had a couple narrative shifts, from barely a story at all, to a dream theory, to a gripping character-driven drama about a killer and his family. Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator was one of the best games in this fucking franchise, period. It had unique gameplay, Easter eggs, and oh, so much lore. The connection terminated speech at the end of the game was fucking perfect. A sick-ass plot twist to tie off all the loose ends and send this arc off with a bang. This speech was gritty, it was powerful, it was emotional, and it was executed so fucking well. Remember, at this point in the game series, Henry didn't exist. He was just someone we had speculated to be a part of this world for years prior. And this ending is a perfect example concerning the shift in FNAF's tone and the new narrative formula. To an outsider looking into this speech, it could just be seen as some badass one-liners and a flashy show to end this portion of the series. But for those with context on the lore, this speech meant so much more. It was the end-all be-all moment of this franchise. So, what did this speech amount to? Everything. Henry sacrifices literally everything for this one moment, all for the greater good. By the end of the game, all the souls have been freed, except Golden Freddy, but more on that in a second. He burns away all the pieces left on the board, including his old friend the Killer, but most importantly, his own fucking daughter, the puppet. He had to say goodbye to his daughter a second time, and this time it was by his own hands. And then to top it all off, he fucking offs himself, knowing in his heart that he had repented for his sins and had rid the world of the evil that was William Afton. We are even confirmed that his efforts weren't in vain, that everything was successful. In FNAF Ultimate Custom Night, Afton is literally in fucking hell, getting tortured for all eternity by Golden Freddy, the only soul that wouldn't let go. And then Security Breach rolls out and literally does all his work. Remember literally everything I just went over? Yeah, that doesn't matter anymore. Throw it out the window. According to the burn trap ending and all the generally accepted lore, the only fucking one to die in that fire was Henry himself. Let me say that again. The only person who doesn't have evidence of being alive in one way or the other is the guy that set the fucking trap. And then the puppet can be served with the meatball and fucking spaghetti Freddy. William Afton straight up just survived because
I always come back.
Yeah, well, maybe, just maybe you shouldn't. And then Michael is probably inside of Glamrock Freddy. Elizabeth is probably Vanny and... oh yeah, remember this kid? Yeah, this kid. The one who was fucking killed off 7 years ago. Who was shown to be a spirit. Yeah, money's on the fact that he's this kid. Reborn as a robot. This is stupid. This whole game is stupid. FNAF Security Breach was supposed to be the start of the next chapter of the Five Nights series. All the characters of the past were supposed to be gone because all of their stories had been wrapped up. Vanny was supposed to be our new antagonist, and everyone was hype for this new saga. FNAF Security Breach does none of this. It brings back multiple characters that are canonically off the board, out of the fucking playing field. Vanny was barely even a character. She showed up like 4 times and did jack all. And why the fuck did they bring William Afton back? How many times is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times at least. But let's not forget that this wasn't This wasn't the first time they brought him back, post-Trip to Hell. Yeah, remember the Law of Hell Wanted? Now, whilst nowhere near as offensive as Security Breach, it was just really dumb. Yeah, mate, just got kind of bored of being a killer animatronic, so I uploaded my consciousness into a floppy disk. Yeah, they're totally gonna use it for a game, and I'm totally gonna body swap with some hot chick, eh? The one good thing I'll say about it, though, is that Glitch Trap has one of the best designs in this franchise. He captures that feeling of not inherently being scary, just really unsettling. He looks like a kiddie fiddler, and that works. It's creepy. Fnaf had a story, and that story finished in Ultimate Custom Night. Help Wanted should have been non-canon, and Security Breach is a genuine disgrace. Anyways, loved it. Can't wait for the next game.